Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome to episode 35 of Crusader Kings 2 in this campaign that is still giving me an absolute migraine, trying to form the Empire of Britannia. What do we want here? People disliking us, mainly relatives, we're not all that bothered. So we're currently at war with Wales, just for one tiny little province up in Scotland, oddly enough. We're trying to get enough war score, but unfortunately he's also at war with another nation. Funnily enough, a nation that we intend to go to war with ourselves anyway. That's making it a little bit difficult because we have levies raised, which means that we cannot go and just instantly jump on him. Although we could dismiss our levies and then go and jump on him. We might actually do that. Do we want our child to be honest? Yeah, sure. Why not? So I think what we're going to go and do, we're going to go up here and possibly attempt to finish sieging out the war goal. And then if we don't get 100% war score by the end of that, we may well just go and declare on this guy anyway, because we've got a CB against him now. We've managed to fabricate one over time. We are still sucking up with our vassals. Some of them really don't like me all that much, but we will do what we can to get them on board. Vassal levies raised too long is going to be quite the penalty right now, because this war has gone on for a very long time. Honest, brave, wounded, maimed. We don't really want this to happen. This is our son, although we can vote for who we want. Let's go for it. And he became honest. That's fine. Not a problem there. So I don't necessarily think we need to have all of the levies here. Let's go ahead and split off the retinues. Now let's find the actual the main army. One of these is army, one of these is a retinue. That's the oh, we wouldn't even have enough people. We've got to stay there. Unfortunately, we've got to stay there because our retinue got wrecked. What we should also be doing is making sure that we've got our retinues on max reinforcement speed, and we have. We can actually have a much bigger retinue limit right now. Let's go ahead and get some cavalry, and we'll also... Well, that's about as much as we can get now. Make sure he doesn't get wiped out by these guys, so we'll get him up there to go and join the party. We're up to 91% war score. We are now at 99% war score, and there's another holding here we can siege out. So we might actually be able to win this war without it being inconclusive. We probably will need to wait for some of the... Yeah, we're going to try and grab some stuff down here. We probably still will need to wait for some of the vassal opinions to go back up. 100%. Okay, finally we've got it. So let's go ahead and offer peace. We get the province that we wanted. Let's group up here, split off the retinues. And then we want the... Oh, no, that's not it. Duke. Right, it's the Duke's army. Well, we don't need to move you. You're in friendly territory, so we can go ahead and disband you. So as you can see, the retinue is quite small at the moment. Now, we are over our domain limit. So, let's go ahead and find ourselves one of our relatives again. So, should be able to find one right here. One that's probably older. You are our son. You're not a ruler. So, you can be given landed title Gowrie. There we go. So... Now we're getting all sorts of marriage offers. Let's bring you back down here. We need to make sure we've got the right people leading this, and I shouldn't be one of them. Probably need to rejig commanders at some point. So, call to arms. Well, we're going to have to accept the Kingdom of Wales. You now want me to go to war against this guy. I wanted to go to war against this guy anyway. I think what I'm actually going... Can I actually declare a war against you? I can just claim this one province. Well, I think we'll do it. We'll declare that war, and then we will accept. He doesn't really have much of an army. Well, he's got a few men up there, but I'm going to say for now they're not my problem. We're going to try and get across to his actual lands. I say as he raises a colossal force over on his own side of things. I could raise up my own levies. It's a little bit risky. Vassal levies really need to recover. But I think that's what we're going to need to do. I think we're going to need to raise the vassal levies again. He's got a lot of men. He's got a lot of men. But we've got some massive negative opinion from all of these things. Let's go ahead and do it. The quicker we get it started. So we're going to go ahead and raise all the vassal levies. We are going to get everybody together that we can. And try and sort of put them all in one place. You are going to get disbanded instantly because you're going to get wrecked. Everybody else should be able to safely make it through. I think you're going to get wrecked, so we'll disband you. Although you may have been going around in the right direction. So we're going to try and get everybody together. And hopefully not have to fight too many of them directly. I'm involved in a lot of wars at the moment. One of those is already ended anyway. And in fact, it's this place down here, which is now separate from Wales. So maybe we've got a potential of grabbing that place later on. So if all you guys could kindly get your acts together. We do seem to be in some other random war that we're not really going to do an awful lot against. You guys get disbanded because you're kind of down there out on a limb. I think that's everybody else together. So let's go ahead and kill your army, because if we can kill your army, that will give us a lot of war score. Still seems like we've got a lot of adventurers going off, which is not a bad thing. So we're going to go off and try and kill your army. You're actually running for it, which is interesting. Okay, we're only in a single war now. Looks like Ireland's actually falling apart. If there was ever... There probably never was a better time to try and grab Ireland for ourselves, or parts of it. There we go. We should be able to decimate their armies pretty nicely there. That's fantastic. Let's go and start sieging stuff out. I'm just going to drop down to speed 3 because I can barely keep up with the speed of the pop-ups at the moment. It's absolutely ridiculous. Looks like we've got a lot of title loss on succession possibilities here. So much stuff that I would love to be able to grab. I think we've improved things with the Duke of Wessex enough now, or Essex. Let's go and work on Weiss. So we will take our Chancellor. And you are going to go and work down there. Hopefully he will get our opinion up. And it'll be good if he does, because that means we won't be having so many problems with factions rising up and stuff like that. I say it's proving to be very, very tricky. I think we can probably go up to speed 4 now. Now that we've dealt with most of their army. Yes, they do have some guys left around, but they're not really that much of a problem. We've already sieged out the top holding. So we'll be able to grab this. Then we might be able to go and grab... Who does this belong to, actually? This is Cornwall. This actually belongs to Cornwall. So... That's really weird, but we should be able to get that back. I wonder if we'd accept vassalization, because theoretically Cornwall is part of England. No, he wouldn't take that, but we should have a CB against him. That should be doable. But one war at a time. We'll get out of this war first. Victory, 100% already. Fantastic, that's what we wanted. So let's go ahead and do that. We've managed it. So we've got a few things that we need to do here. The first thing that we're going to do is... Oh, we can just do it from this screen. It's a lot easier. We're going to go and lower our levies. We'll keep the retinues around. They're still going to take quite some time to reinforce. We have the wrong type of holding in our domain, which is here. It should give us the option to just upgrade it to a castle. It's not giving me that option, oddly enough. It used to. Oh, there we go. Special holdings action as possible. Upgrade to castle. And this is... what's the province called? This is actually Dublin. So we want to go ahead and give this to another relative again. Someone who isn't already a ruler. So that will be you. And you are going to get Dublin. The County of Dublin, yep. Lower titles. So we're no longer over our domain limit. Now then, who do we have CBs on that we can use? We do have some CBs up here. So that's Cornwall. What about you? Could we declare war on you? We could claim your province, but not for ourselves, so we don't want to do that. Now then, what about Cornwall? We can claim Cornwall for this guy. And we can make them a tributary. So we can't claim it for ourselves, which is really weird. Because it's de jure part of us. Wouldn't be willing to do it. Because we're not his de jure liege. It's very, very annoying. Anywhere else that we could declare a legitimate war on? You probably still have it. Well, you don't have a truce anymore. We've got a de jure claim on you. Let's go for that then. Just going to use my retinue. Might have enough men. So let's get you up here. And, oh no, that marriage offer has gone away. Let's get things back to the right colour so I know what I'm doing. Now, unfortunately, we did take a straight crossing there, but we've still wrecked his army, so that's fine. And let's go up and siege out your province. Who have we got here then? Pains me to say that there is a traitor in the realm, the rotten egg plotting your downfall, and it is my kinsman. We'll just use the intrigue skill to just sort of not upset anybody right now. Oh man, it'd be really nice if we could actually grab Cornwall at this point, because then we could grab these two provinces as well. But being actually able to fabricate a claim on Cornwall is kind of unlikely. We'll wait until this guy's managed to improve relations, and then we'll go and see if we can start fabricating claims on Cornwall. We are starting to grab more land. We're clawing it back very, very slowly. Be nice if we could do it a little bit quicker. What is your succession law? Kingdom of Wales. Wales is agnatic, cognatic, elective, and I bet we can't tell who you're voting for, can we? Because if we could, then we could potentially install the same person onto the throne. But I don't think it's going to be that easy. More children. Fulfilled the ambition to have a daughter. You are my other son, who I probably cannot educate. Apparently I can, so we'll educate you ourselves. Let her rot, because we don't care. We're sieging that out, that's fine. How much land do we have now? We are up to... Oh, my liege. Stuff. Special character actions, we could go into hiding. We don't want to do that. What's going on? Can people please stop backing these plots? It's very annoying. If people stop backing the plots are less likely to carry on. You want to kill me, do you? My cousin. Okay, well, I guess we could stop that by arresting him. Righteous imprisonment is considering another offer from us. Only a 38% chance of success. Let's go and do it. Guards failed to capture him. He should now... What's he going to do? Does he just bugger off? No, he's risen up in revolt. He's the guy up here, which is problematic. But should still be okay. What are we going to do? We are missing our Chancellor now. That is unfortunate. Let's go and... Are you really the best Chancellor we've got? You can go and start fabricating claims on Devon then. Another righteous imprisonment of another Kingsman. Try that as well. He's now raised his flag in rebellion. Wonderful. Whereabouts are you? Can't even see where you are, actually. Was it you? Yes, it was you. Well, it looks like we're going to have to raise the vassal levies again, which is quite unfortunate. So, here we go. Let's go and raise vassal levies. Let's make sure we get anybody who is in a potentially tight spot out of said tight spot. You guys are all going to go and move up there. You are just going to stand down instantly, otherwise you're going to get smushed. And then everybody else is just going to head north. Because we're now in 3 wars. This is the way this game likes to treat you. We've also got more righteous imprisonment. Kinswoman, hopefully you're just going to stop back in the plots. Can we just get some of these plots to end? There are no known plots at the moment. Plenty of threats. Let's not try and arrest anybody else, lest we have another army rise up in rebellion. So we've got a couple of places down here, but we're just going to try and get all of these armies up together. Title losses on succession. Minor titles available. Probably your commanders. Yeah, we can have another commander. Oh, martial score of 21. And you've only got a martial score of 9. Let's replace you with the guy who has 20. You've got a martial score of 7. We'll replace you with the guy with 13. That's about the best we can do. Now we've lost our spy master. So you don't like as much. I'm not too happy about giving you the spy master. You've got your great score, though. Let's not have you leading the army. Are you the one that had, like, really good martial score as well? Yeah, you are, but there again, you're a much better spy master than you are a marshal. Let's go and make sure that you are uncovering plots in the capital. So, what have we got here? Kind. Brilliant, that worked. We're going to group you together. We are going to make sure that you have a relatively decent... Right, we've got 100% on this one. Let's go ahead and finish that one. Offer peace. Done. So, now our domain is too big. Again, successor nomination for England. We need to nominate somebody else. My cousin... Yeah, that's not going to happen. It's all falling apart right now. Domain is too big. Let's sort that out first of all before we do anything else. So, same again. Another Prince of England. We are going to give you Gowrie. Not Gowrie. This one. So, grant landed title. Caithness. That's that done. We're no longer over our limit. We're now going to go ahead and siege your stuff out. We do need to sort of get ourselves another ruler elected, but we need to go and sort these 2 people out first. So let's group up here. Let's make sure we have a decent selection of people with high martial score. We'll use one army to siege, and we'll use this other army to go around and stomp. Just keep auto-ending those plots. Hopefully you are. Yeah, you are. That's fine. 66% already for obliterating their army. Let's just go and move in here. We should be able to siege both of these provinces down at the same time. We should be able to stop that revolt. So, who could we choose for a new leader? Who do we like the look of? We've got our son, who is not... doesn't have any martial score at all. That's terrible. You might be decent eventually, but you're not. You're going to be really good, actually. You're going to be really good, and you're only 12. Senwolf of Dublin. So how about if we nominate... not you. If we nominate Senwolf. And we'll also have you for Scotland as well. So we have a new heir. He should be the heir for both of them now. He is brilliant. People like him. He's really good. He's got some good Diplo going on. So we still need to sort these guys out. This Francian army. What are these guys just doing here? Lad is just a bit shy. He gains the trait shy. We prefer him to be gregarious, actually. No, he didn't get it, unfortunately. So we'll keep sieging out up there. Hopefully there's nothing going on down here that we need to worry about. We've managed to capture somebody, which is always good. A couple more vassal levies down here that we do not need straight away. Fairly big army down here. They are sieging out, but we should have grabbed one of these places before they have a chance to do that. And then we should be able to go and grab this piece of land from it. I'm paused again. I always keep forgetting that the game is paused. It's not as obvious as it is in EU4 that comes up and says paused at the top of the screen. You end up having to look up here in the corner and the lines become a little bit blurred as to whether it's running or not. Especially as the frame rate's often so terrible anyway. So we should get victories here, 94%. You guys are just going to go straight in and smash face on that army. Offer peace there, enforce our demands. You are now locked up, very, very good. Let's get you thrown in for some good old-fashioned good measure. Minus 2%. Your army survived, strangely enough. We'll chase you down. There we go. Can we chase this last remnant of your army down? Probably isn't a lot of point. It's such a small stack, but any chance you do get to wreck an army, it's probably not a bad idea. Okay, let's go back up then and siege your little bit of land up there. Things are looking relatively good. Still the possibility of some dangerous factions, but I think we will be alright. We'll conclude this war when we come back next time. We've just wiped out their army. We still need to sort of finish raising the province, but we'll do that in the next video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you're still enjoying Crusader Kings 2. I'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye for now.